Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and today is July 16th. We've got our daily puzzle page up and ready to go, so let's get at it. Let's get our daily tokens. That keeps us supplied for every single day. We can just go in and get these other things going on, so let's see what we got on this page. Don't need the ad, thank you very much. Let's apply our discount. Cool, we've got some interesting ones up here. Picture path is fun, picture cross is always fun. The wordy, we'll have to do an advert if you want to do that. Word snake, crosswords, diamonds, these are all good stuff. What else do we have here? Oh, well, which Formula One driver won his first championship in 2005? I have no idea. Anna, maybe you know which this one. I think you had mentioned before you have Formula One. The only Formula One guy I know is Lewis Hamilton, so I'm going to select that. It's not. So Fernando Alonso, I have no idea who that is. If you guys watch that stuff and you know that sort of thing, good on you. Not for me. Let's go to picture cross and see what's going on there. And I'll do a little check here. So 10 across, good. We can just put these in, and then we can put a bunch of 2s in here. That's going to give us most of our 8 here, but not quite the entirety. What else can we then say? Trying to find some things that have a bunch of different... this 8 here actually just says all of these are in. Because if you start from one side and go the other way, you're always going to get those guys. This 9-2 is just done. So let's put that in. The 8-2 is everything except for 1 on each side, which we don't quite know, but we can come back to this guy and say this 3 has to be in. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. This is a 5 that has to go in. This is a 6 that has to go in. Good, so that will finish the 2-8 there. And what now do we have? This 6-1-1, not quite, not you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not quite on the 5-2-1, but we can probably put some stuff in there, right? Gap 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 1, 3, 4, 5. What else now? We now have this 3, okay, here we go. The 3, 2, 1, 2 forms that one in the middle. That's going to erase all of these, which is good, actually. Can we do anything more with that? This 2, 3, 2, now that this 1 is out, means that this guy has to be in. The 4, 2 doesn't quite get us there. The 4, 3, 2 is similar to what we just did here, so this guy is going to have to be in. Now we know that this portion is part of the 2 and not the 5 because we can't connect these two, so we do this to finish that off. Now we can say the 4, 2 is done, and we can say the 3 here has to be done. This 2 has to be... Wait, why did this not finish? Oh, this one decided it wasn't going to click again. Gotta love those things. Hopefully they get this program working a little bit so that this doesn't happen all the time, but it is what it is at this moment, so it's not a huge deal. What do we see here? This guy has to be part of the 3, so it has to go to you and finish that off. There's going to be 2 of these guys done, but we can probably work on some of these other ones first, like this 2, 5, because this guy is out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back the other way. What about the 2, 3, 2? This 2 has to come up, and then this 3 has to come up. Good. Now this 5 is finished, and that's going to give us our 2 and our 3, so the 1 is going to be over here somewhere. We'll get to that in a second, maybe. What else do we have? The 2, 3. Looks like, yeah, that's just done. These 2, and then these have to be in. The 8 has to finalize this way. The 10 can still go either way. Both of these 3s, though. We see the 1 here, puts those here, so that finishes our 10. Good. So now we have to think about this 2 here. Can't go down, so it goes up. And then we're going to have a couple of 1s here. That guy is here. You're one of these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can't go this way, so we have to go this way on the 8, and then we can just finish in this last one. What the heck is that? I have no idea. A volcano. Okay. Oh, I guess I can see the crater there. Cool. Let's get that stuff. Can probably actually... Hold on 1 second. I did a modification to my layout here. I think that's probably a little bit better. Let's see what happens with it. Really just trying to cut out the bottom section where it has ads on them that we don't necessarily need to see. No, I gotta go back to what I was doing. We are seeing a bit of that ad. Okay, there we go. We'll stick with that for now. If I have to change it again later, I will. Whatever. What do we have here? Let's do picture path. Let's get into that guy and see what we can do. Now the 5's gonna have to come around the corner. Thank you. This 4 is gonna have to do this. The 2s, all the 2s have to do. They just connect directly. The 3s are almost always the same as well, so we can just kind of get those guys into the system. Now this 4 is going to have to do that. The 6 is going to have to go straight up. This 10 is going to have to fill in this gap. Good. This 10 is going to have to go up this way. Probably like that. The 7 has to come back. Was that too many? No, that was right. Don't know why it kicked me out on that one. The 8's going to have to just get over. The 6 is going to have to fill up that gap. This 9 has to get all of this. The 8's going to have to go up here, which means now the 3, we can fill that in. The 6 has to go over. Oh wait, no, it goes down here. Sorry. Didn't see that other connection. This 4 has to do this. Now this 6 has to find a way to snake around. This 6 is going to have to take on you. This 9 is going to have to take on you guys. Now the 10 is going to have to come up and fill up this gap. This 7 is going to have to fill up that gap. And then we think we can just go all the way to the 10. Yep, we can. Now the 7 again here has to fill in. This 9 is going to have to do something like that. The 10 is going to have to come down here. The 8's going to fill in. Now we know which way the 9 has to go. Oh, these 7 and 8 over here we still have open. Didn't notice that until now. And I have, again, is it like a pearl or a snowball? Snowball, we got it. A little glove and a snowball. Good. What do we have next? Let's do the crossword. Let's get into that one. See what we can get doing for that. See how easy or difficult this one wants to be. Fail to hit target would just be, hello, my mouse is not wanting to work properly. Miss. A hurricane. A typhoon. If you guys don't know about hurricanes and typhoons, they're the exact same thing. Just one of them occurs in the Atlantic, the other one in the Pacific. Diminutive would be tiny. Petroleum distillation residue. Wow, that's quite a three-word grouping there. What would it be? Asphalt? Yep, that's what it's gonna be. Cool. Yeah, if you don't know, asphalt, like the tar that they pave the roads with, that comes from gasoline, or gas, not gasoline, gas. Or oil, I should say, is more correct in that term. Fore and aft rigged yacht. They're really going on some some words here. What would that be? A sloop? I know that is a type of... Yep, there it goes. Okay. Meat sandwich filling, it has to be ham. It's always ham. Whenever there's a meat sandwich filling in any crossword, it's almost always ham. I don't know why. In continuous order would be... What would that be? Don't know if I know that one right off the top of my head. Let's look on the other side and see if we get some clues here. Allowed use of leased? No, that won't work because there's not another. Allowed use of loaned. Yep, there we go. Let's do the 9 across. Curved bone around the heart would just be a rib. Let's do the 13 and then maybe we'll come back to that 5 and see if we have any extra help we can work with. Like snakeskin would be scaly. Now let's come back here. In continuous order. IAL. In continuous order. Why don't I not see this one? I feel like it wants to be something it's like ECIAL. Cereal? No, it's cereal. There we go. Got it. Got there in the end. Magic formula would be a Magic formula. Spell? Yep, there we go. Informer or infiltrator would be a spy. Good. Let's go to the 19th. South Pacific Island, Tahiti. Yep, there we go. Let's go down to this 12 here. Tall, willow-bearing catkins. Goodness gracious. Willow-bearing catkins. This has to be an O, right? Poplar? Okay. I don't know what a catkin is. Might have to look that up and hear that or figure that out. Fringe or edge is the rim. 16 across. Bouquet or aroma is the, what would it be? Doop. Don't know that I can think of something off that one right off the top of my head. Bouquet or aroma? Perfume. It's got to be perfume. Yep, there we go. Spiral, a helix. Good. 20 across, loaf about. Lays. Works. Okay, let's go to 17 down. Greek appetizer. It's not maze. Mez? Okay, I don't know what mez is, but it sounded Greek, so that's why I thought I'd give it a try. Fight or free-for-all? It's got to be a scuffle, right? There we go. Cool. We got through that one pretty good. Nice. Sometimes we get stuck on them. I think I did a decent job there. Good. So let's do diamond. So it's another type of crossword, but slightly different, I guess. Paler than usual. Dude, hazy? No, doesn't fit. Oh, shady. It's gonna be shady. Oh, it's not. Wow. Okay. Well, let's try going down first and see what this thing starts with. Small glass bottle. Small glass file. It's gonna be what it is. Okay, now let's come back to paler than usual. Pasty. There we go. Okay. Just had to get the start on that. Not fully grown would be young. Robin Hood's companion would be Friar Tuck, I believe. Ooh, not P. Friar Tuck. There we go. Telling falsehoods would just be lying. And what's this last one? Standing up for oneself. Standing up for oneself. For some reason, I want to put WA in this. I don't know why. I don't think that's going to work. I think the A is probably a very good. Standing up for oneself. What does it finish with? Or maybe we can figure out some of the middle stuff, and then that'll help us get started. It could start with the vowel, but if we do a vowel, we're looking at something like this, but that's not working, obviously. I kind of like STR, but then after that, Strail. I don't know if I know it, this one, for some reason. I mean, I'm sure I know it, but I can't get the start to work here. LAS. Sometimes if you just put in a couple of letters to get your brain to start thinking about it, you might get a little better work around for it. I don't know what this one is. Think. Standing up for oneself. Asserting. There's no ing though. Failing a last string. How is it going to end? That really is I think that's what it is. Assertive. There we go. Got there in the end. I had thought about the ASS, but I was like, it sounds kind of weird to start with that. But all right, what do we want to do next? Let's do a word snake. We might jump into the word. You'll have to cut out the ad on that, but they come in a bottle. Okay, so it just tells you the first one: soda, milk. What else we have? Conditioner. Okay. Vinegar. No, that doesn't work. Go away. How do I get rid of these? Oh, I just gotta go back. Okay. So they come in a bottle. I like vinegar. Well, who doesn't like vinegar, right? But that doesn't seem to be the word I'm looking for. Let's see if there's maybe something else, like just water would work. Yeah. Olive oil would work. Oh, I just spelled vinegar wrong. Being stupid there. So ketchup, that gets us into olive oil. Liquor. Come on, let's work. Sunscreen. Come on. Some kind of sauce will work. Shampoo, and then perfume. There we go. Cool. Not too bad on that one. Oh, we get some points too. Good. I'll look at this guy and I'll cut out the video. Cool. Let's do our normal intro. See if we get anything good out of it. Ah, not bad. We got 3 used letters. I don't think we're going to get much out of pious. I mean, the IOU is highly unlikely considering we already have 2 vowels. The S may very well be a good one, but would something like ARE work? Like teared. Didn't we do teared recently? Okay. Didn't turn out to be that way. Okay. It's not ER, so that's out now. So it either starts with an R, or the R is in the last couple. The A has to be towards the end. The E has to be towards the beginning. Relax would work. Ooh, very close. We got the genesis of it going here. What else do we have? Repay would work. Nope. Well, we know there's a P at the end. So it's R-E something A-P. Oh, no, I was going to say recap, but we can't do a C. Remap. It's the only word I can think of that would work. Okay, there we go. It's the only word I can think of with the letters given that would actually sound like it could work. So there we go. Good. Cool. I think we've got time for one more. I'm not a big fan of cross sums. Let's do code word. We don't do this one too often, but we'll give it a try. So I think this, if we think about both of these have to be the same letter, it's most likely going to be an S. This is most likely going to be an I. Do we have any other repeats? This guy, this has got to be an O. Now this could be a T or an N, which is more likely because we have multiples here. It's probably an N. Oh wait, no, a T, because this can be text, this can be index, and this will be rodeo and trot. There we go. Cool. Good, good. We got through that one pretty good. So I think that's going to be the end of that then. We got through almost everything. We didn't do Sudoku because we do Sudoku normally on our normal channel, the normal videos, and then cross sums are not one of my best stats, so I'll probably skip that there. But let me know if you got Fernando Alonso on that one, because I absolutely would have never gotten that one. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video on July 16th, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.